Hey guys, CreepleStone64 here, and today, we'll, uh, the last two videos have been Pokemon tier lists, and, they've been doing, better than my other videos, so, I am continuing the Pokemon tier list string with, a few more, with a few miscellaneous ones that I thought looked cool more to do, so, yeah, let, let's get started with, if Pokemon Store 2025 tier list. Which was starting with Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur isn't bad, but not my favorite. It, let's just there we go. Ivysaur probably the best of its evolution line. I'm gonna give it B. It looks the best. Oh, and Venusaur, never really been a big fan of the Bulbasaur line, and don't know why. I mean, Ivysaur looks cool, but the other was Charmander, uh, B tier. Doesn't really. I mean, I like. Actually, no, Charmander was A tier. So is Charmeleon. Well, both of them are pretty cool designs, and I like them. But um Charizard, it's kind of been a little saturated for me. You know, like it's just been pushed way too much to the point where it's just gotten kind of boring. Actually, I think it's still better than Venusaur. But yeah, It, I'm sorry for all of you Chozo fans. It's just gotten kind of boring. Although Squirtle, it's probably my favorite evolution line of the Kanto trio because it literally has guns on its shell. Well, yeah, let, let's go with that. And I just think it's a very good design all the way through, and also let's move them up to S. There probably aren't going to be too many S tiers. I mean, I know at least two evolution lines that will be S tier. Chicory line. Um, I've always kind of liked the Chicory line, but Legend ZA has has brought it way up for me because I chose Chicory for my store, and it, and also this is my opinion, so yeah. But I'm pretty sure that Chicory is the best storage pick for ZA. Like, you know how every game, there there's there's a store that makes the game easier. Yeah, it's I'm pretty sure it's Chicory for this game, which is good because we don't really talk about Chicory and Johto. We just don't. Um, but but yeah, then we have Cyndaquil, which I like Cyndaquil. Well, but it's kind of been overthrown as my favorite Johto store because of ZA. So good job ZA. He, Ferrogale, the Totodile line. Yeah, you've never really been my favorite. And um, yeah, but it isn't a terrible design. It's just not my favorite evolution line. And feel like um um they should have done popular pop 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 Poplio, or instead that way we could have had another Johto or Unova Alola trio for ZA, each Chimera or Orcheus with with Outlet, Cyndaquil, and Oshawott. But yeah, I've I feel like they should have done Poplo. I've never really been a big fan of Fargale, but if they did choose Poplo, I guess there would have been conflicting fairy typing, and also I probably would have chose Chikorita as my stored. So yeah, Trico line. You know, I'm gonna give them. Well, I'm gonna give. Actually, no, all four of them deserve S tier, well, because they're very good at evolution line. I like them. Yeah, just think that they're cool. Well, lizards, and then we have KFC, obviously staying for Kentucky Fighting Chicken, and um, yeah, I really like though. Actually, I think that Blaziken and his bow cooler than these two. Yeah, uh, um, Blaziken is a pretty cool Pokemon. Like I feel like Cohen, and also I know the other one that I'm going to say is going to be very unpopular, but I feel like Cohen and Carlos have the best trios. Like they're the most balanced, be for at least my liking. So yeah, and then Makip, um, I really like this evolution line. Do feel like do kind of like Mega Swampert less than regular Swampert, but it's fine. And at least they didn't disclude anyone from a trio of getting a Mega Evolution. Johto, Unova. Sorry, I'm pretty sure that was something I said. Eh. And next up is the Tortwig line, which, I mean, it's okay, but not really my favorite evolution line. Kind of boring, and also mostly because yeah, my favorite evolution line from Sinnoh is the Chimchar line, and that's mostly because they have very good designs, at least in my opinion. I like how they look. But, not my favorite style, obviously, since these three evolution lines are above these, or above all of these. Then Peplup, anything that, well, not Prumplup. Prumplup is ugly. But Piplup and Empoleon are definitely better than Tortwig and the Tortwig line, which again probably is unpopular, but there you go. You you if this is my tier list. If you guys want to make your own, then do it. I'll support your random tier lists. The Snipe line, never really liked the attitude that it gives. Like it just gives off a smug attitude that I never really liked. Like so, yeah, yeah. I mean, they're not terrible. It's just that attitude was just no. The Tepig line in I actually decently like them. Well, nah, okay, not Pig Knight. Pig Knight's pretty ugly. Um, I feel like Gimbal was a good choice for ZA, because just look at this Mega, and also it's shiny. And Gimbal shiny is one of the best in all of Pokemon. I would say. Like changing the flames to be blue. That's just automatically cool. Similar to Charizard X over here. Changing flames to blue is just cool. Okay, guys. If you want to make a fire type look cool, just give it blue flames. And then Ashwa, my favorite out of this trio actually, and I like it. But I choose it most of the time. Even for Arceus or the black and white games. But yeah, I like them. Haven't really done much with a lot of these since ZA came out, which yeah, kind of my bad. But I'm hoping to fix that soon. But yeah, really like the really like this evolution line. Chestbone line. It's not my favorite evolution line, but it's pretty good. I would say it's. Oh yeah, and also the Wood Hammer of Justice. Good. It's a Delta reference. on a channel that's mostly themed around Minecraft, and on a video that's that's about Pokemon. I'm making a Delta reference. Makes total sense to me. Finnegan, I like the this line, especially. Oh yeah, I've recently gone in this whole evolution line shiny in ZA. Um, yeah, that yeah. I might be trying to make a shiny living dex in ZA, and this is the first storyline that I've even came close to completing or having any of the members of. So yeah, but yeah, I really like how how they look, how this evolution line looks. And then we have Foki, which I mean, this used to be my favorite of the three, but it's kind of lost points recently because of what I'm calling the Chozo effect. Well, it's just gone kind of oversaturated. It, oh, although I do like Ash Greninja and Mega Greninja, like this line is still really cool, but it's been kind of oversaturated because obviously cool Ninja Frog. Wow. Yeah, bring they just get if the evolution line gets too oversaturated, then they kind of become more boring to me. Plus I very started to like the Squirtle and Mudkip lines more. So yeah. Next up is Rowlet, which which for which Rowlet is it's kind of had the Chozo effect on it, but Dortrix and Decidueye, they're very cool. Well, like all three of them, I think are very good designs. And I usually am for if it's Sun or Ultra Sun, then I'm always choosing Decidueye. Now, if it's Moon or Ultra Moon, then I'm probably going to choose the Primarina line because I do slightly prefer them more. Or and also, but the reason why I don't choose them in the Sun versions is because I might prefer Malone, Vulpix, and Ninetales, which kind of have a conflicting fairy type. And then the line, eh, nah, it's okay, but um eh, I I I don't know, just not really my favorite evolution line. And plus, I think it might because one, well, it's very good, like in every single thing that I've seen in the end, like Smash Bros, TCG Pocket, and well, the games, it's very good. And it kind of took another file store that I think should have been in Smash Bros. His place, but um, yeah, nah, don't know. You guys probably don't know who I'm talking about. What file store I think should have been in Smash Bros. It was not like I'm circling it with my cursor or anything right now. Favoritism for me. Oh, did I say something? I didn't hear what I said. But yeah, I also really like the Primarina line. In I think it might be my favorite out of the Alolan trio, but because I prefer Alolan Vulpix and Ninetales, I usually choose Rowlet in the Sun versions. So yeah, and then we have then we get to Gen 8, which automatically uh, C tier, B tier, or F tier. Don't really like this evolution line. I mean, Thwacky is pretty cool, but Mollabeam, no, just don't like it. Don't know what it is about it. I just really don't like it. But enough about them. let me just mhm, mhm. Let me just this is actually let me just my other channel is called NDH64. It makes more sense on there, but um they get the NDH because this is my all time favorite Pokemon. So yeah, obviously it's going to be in the highest tier. So yeah, that one has major favoritism for it, but hey, it's just my favorite Pokemon. So yeah, and also Sobble. I would say that the Sobble line's B tier. Um, not my favorite evolution line, but definitely not my least favorite. All of them. But yeah, I really like this. Actually, I'm going to move them up to A tier. They they look pretty cool. So yeah. Then we get you Paldea, which yeah, this also gets the NDH tier. Um basically ever since I saw well the ever since I saw Sprigatito, oh, I was like, that's going to be my store for Legends. I mean, not Legends, for Skull and Violet because I really like the design and I knew who was going to evolve into let's just say uh uh and I knew it was going to evolve to be bipedal and I didn't really care. So yeah, just like I don't really care if the Pokemon stands up on two legs or not. I I just like I just like if it has a cool design. Which which, which yeah. And we have Fuecoco, which Fuecoco is a really good design, and I will give it that. Well, not Quackle is kind of dopey, but hey, they can go next to Thwacky. But Skeletor and Fuecoco, definitely good Pokemon. I really like them. And then Quaxlyline, C tier. Never really liked it. Well, okay, Quaxly Quaxly does look pretty cute and also reminds me of Donald Duck. So yeah, it, it it's probably the best of its evolution line. Then I like Pikachu or Chu. Then we get you Pikachu, which yeah, Pikachu has had the Chozo effect times 10, aka known as the Pikachu effect. Basically, the Pikachu effect is is the point of oversaturation that I basically hated. But the Let's Go Pikachu is one of the few Pikachu's that I can respect. Yeah, Let's Go is actually no, I don't really respect the Let's Go Pikachu. Mostly because let me just put these two up here. Yeah. I'll talk more about them later, but I mean, Pikachu oversaturated. Like, if I just look up Pikachu, do do you see how many Pikachu's show up? I do like Detective Pikachu and Captain Pikachu and Ash's Pikachu, who other than those Pikachu's, I do not really like Pikachu that much. Much mostly because of how oversaturated it's became, and they made a Ghost Pikachu even though we already have a Ghost Pikachu named Mimikyu. So yeah, not a fan of Pikachu. Then Espeon. Alright, let me explain Eevee and Umbreon real quick. Basically, uh, Umbreon's one of my Umbreon's one of my top five Pokemon, and Eevee is just Let's Go Eve was my first Pokemon game technically. Well, yeah, I would say that. But and I just fell in love with Eevee's design, and same with Umbreon. Umbreon's just one of the coolest Pokemon out there. Okay, let's get to the rest of the evolutions. Um, Espeon, I would say Espeon's A tier. Not my favorite evolution, but definitely not the worst. Jolteon, eh, it's okay, but not my favorite. Flareon, Flareon's my second favorite evolution. Third favorite's Sylveon, but Sylveon is on this tier list because these are from Coliseum and XD, and you can't have a Sylveon in either of those games. So yeah. Um, then did you know? I'm not going to continue that statement. Do you know I'm not going to continue that statement? I don't think you did. Um, then we have mystery dungeons, guys. I guess. I'm just going to rank them as a species because I have not really played that much mystery dungeon, well, other than the one for Switch, which I'm an EV in, and my partner is a Mudkip. Named and I might name the EV myself, and the Mudkip, my cousin, Mr. Falco, also is his YouTube name. Then a Meowth. I like Meowth. Meowth is pretty cool. But it isn't the Meowth. The Meowth I really like is Team Rockets because is who doesn't like that cat? I mean that Meowth wolf. Um, let's see. Then Vulpix. It's a Cantonian one, but still going to be A tier. Well, I do prefer Alarm Vulpix, which would have gotten in the NDH tier, but um, it's still like a Cantonian Vulpix. Psyduck, eh. Psyduck's just been there. Well, not my favorite Pokemon, not my least favorite Pokemon. I really like the Machamp line, and I think it has a. Ugh. I just really like them. Don't know why. Just do. Vampy C tier again. Don't really think about it too often. Cubone, it has a really good story in the Kanto games. Other than that, I don't really care about it that much. Skitty, I used to really like it. No, it's still one of my favorites, but it's not as high up anymore. Um, then we have Munchlax, which what mystery dungeon game are you from? Um, Riolu, which I like Ryu. Right, Riolu. How do we pronounce it? Same with Shinx, and then Axew. What mystery dungeon game takes place in Unova? And that's all the stores ranked. Now on to legendaries and mythicals, which are not sorted by a generation. It looks like. This is going to be great. Heal Zapdos. Uh, give me give me a second while I sort these real quick. Okay, I am. Listen, what? Sorry about that. Um, I am back with all these. Yeah, I had to change what tier list, what legendary tier list I was doing because that one really wasn't that good. Um, but at least this one is up to date. Yeah, that last one was up to date. Starting with Orkuno, C tier. A Galarian Orkuno though is B tier. D tier. B tier. C tier. A tier. Basically, uh, Moltres Hey, Galarian Moltres is my favorite out of all six of them, but um, uh, the Galarian forms are just better than the Kent. than the Cantonian forms, and the Cantonian forms, except for kind of like silly. Like he Zapdos just looks like he's made out of cobalt. Okino looks the most normal out of the three, and Cantonian Moltres looks like a double chicken. Then we have Mewtwo, and Mew. Uh, Let me say it again. Charizard effect. Only this time it's on Mewtwo. Mew, although Mew is A tier because Mew is just that cool. And I think Mew is probably the best Kanto legendary. He that's originally from Kanto. I'm not sure if it matches up against in some Glam Fortress that well, but hey, it's best of these six. Um, Echo, I never really liked it. Entei, Entei's okay. If the beasts or evolutions theory is true, which they probably don't because these three exist. I just really like Entei, even if the theory isn't true, because Entei is just a very good design. And Suicune, why did Suicune get a game? Just why? Why didn't we get a Pokemon the uh, uh, the I'm looking through my yeah, there aren't any fiery metals that could replace crystal. Um, but let's move past that. Then we have Lugia, which is B tier. Eh, although I do like how at least in the anime it's related to the boards. That's pretty cool. But Lugia really doesn't have that much, and Ho-Oh. Well, Ho-Oh isn't as good as its creation, but I still really like Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh is cool. Celebi, uh, I, I like Celebi. It's just uh, it's mythical, and mythicals are hard to get. But I just prefer Mew. Eh. But Celebi is not a bad design in any means. Um, eh. The Reggies, Reggies are detail. They're just boring in my eyes. Sorry if you guys like veggies. I'm just not that big fan of them. Gigas can also go with them. Then we have lattes, which are all A tier because the lattes are pretty cool. Yeah, don't think I really have to explain myself, which I'm pretty bad explaining myself. So that's why, yeah, I'm having to try and come up with reasons why I think they're in that tier. And also I'm not very good at talking. As you can hear, I stutter a lot and have a lot of pauses between words. I think that's pretty obvious. So I'm sorry about that. Let's see. Next up is the landlord of the ocean himself, Kogel. Uh, Kogel's C tier. I like. I prefer Groudon and definitely Rayquaza. Rayquaza is awesome. Um, or Primal. Let me just pull up uh, uh, the last video that I made. About this about or ranking every 4 evolved Pokemon on by how much I think they need a Mega. And in that video, I said all Primals Megas because I still have no clue if Primals are Megas because they act like Megas, being buffed up versions of Pokemon, but they aren't considered megas. So yeah. For this, I'm saying that they count as megas, but um, well, for that video, I also count them as megas, but you guys decide if they're megas or not. Well, Mega Rayquaza is obviously a mega. It was the first Pokemon to ever mega evolve. Jirachi, uh, I've Jirachi's just been there. It's never really done anything. Like, like I haven't really played a game where I could easily get Jirachi. Well, although I did actually try and do something with Jirachi, in on my NDH64 channel. Um, yeah, yeah, it was I kind of didn't communicate what was happening in that video that much. Mostly because it was before I started talking in videos. But basically, let me just find. Here it is. Was it the first one? I'm pretty sure it was. Um, showing new drawing. Um, let's see. It should have been like at the very end of the video. Right now, it might have been a galactic marathon because yeah, the first video didn't. Okay. Yeah, I tried to do something with Jirachi, so yeah, it's I should just stop talking about Jirachi. I have Deoxys, and never really liked Deoxys. And this is how I rank its forms. Base Deoxys is very cool, or Attack Deoxys is the second coolest. His speed is pretty cool, and defense, I don't like defense. And then these two are ranked there and there. But Azelf is probably one of my favorite side legendaries, along with Fente. So yeah, I like if I had to choose whose legendaries to use on a team, I would choose Azelf or Fente. Definitely. Um, then then Dialga. Dialga and Palkia just never really hit for me. Well, Dialga never really hit for me, but I chose Shining Pearl because I didn't grow up playing the DS games, so yeah, the first time I got to use play a game with these two as the box or legendary, it was BDSP, and yeah, it was pretty good, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, that's how I rank them. Heatran, FTO. Don't like Heatran that much. But Giratina is a pretty cool legendary. And I'm not just saying that because I also play a lot of TCG Pocket, and that's one of the few immersives I can get that I've gotten multiple of. Definitely not just saying. Well, I'm not actually saying that just because of that, but TCG Pocket doesn't hold it either. Well, let's see, Croissant, Detail. Croissant never really did anything for me. And then this one's useless, while this one is pointless. I know that useless and pointless are basically the same thing, but um, we really didn't need two of them. But Darkrai is that steel. Like like this is just a whole group of legendaries that I really like. And for some of them I can tell you why. For others, I can't. Like Darkrai, I really started to fall in love because of guess what? What game? TCG Pocket. Yeah, my dog type deck had Darkrai as the main focus, along with Umbreon because Umbreon's one of my favorite Pokemon as well. Um, so yeah, sorry, sorry if that section sounded a bit louder. I was trying to plug in my new laptop and I was yeah. Shamans. I like Shaman. Shaman is a pretty good. I like Shaman. Um, Very hard to use Shaman, but I like it. My thing does this interfere with my sound recording. Just checking. Notifications. Yeah. Okay. That one off. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, I've wait. Okay, am I back? Please say I'm back. Don't ask what's happening. I think I'll do the rest of like I want to do these two for this video and do the rest for other videos that's on this channel. I'm talking to myself. Orceus, Estial. Orceus is just this a very cool Pokemon, and yeah, really like Orceus. Victini, another very good mythical. Like there are two types of mythicals: very cute ones that I like, and very cool ones that I like. And Victini falls in under the cute category. Actually, I'm gonna change Glaring more traces teal, and then but yeah, that looks better. That looks better. Then we have Cobalt, Terra, and Verizon Wireless. Um, uh, Verizon Wireless is mostly higher up because of one short in particular. Well, let me just pull up. Yeah, I know I'm referencing my own videos a lot, but I like my own videos. Can I yeah? Let's see. No, 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 no. And that was the main focus of the video. Of, aha. Yeah, I got during the Universe tour. I'm pretty sure it was. Is I got a Rezion on Pokemon Go, and that was pretty cool. So Rezion is not my favorite out of the three. Cobalion is probably my second, and then Terrakion, eh. And then the genies are all detail. Like, like none of them really look that good to me. Not like Landorus. Now, yes. So now we're going to be sorry if things are glitchy. Whenever I plug in my laptop to and I'm still using my laptop while it's plugged in, it just slow and yeah. Sorry if things start to get glitchy. I need to my laptop. I would I think me. Well, no, I do not want to play New Dawn right now. Yeah. Let's see, Rashram and Zekrom. I prefer all these two of all these two, even though I prefer the type of Rashram, I prefer the look of Zekrom, and then Kyurem. Eh, Kyurem's just there. We never got Pokemon Gray or Pokemon Z, but we did get Pokemon ZA, Legend ZA. So yeah. However, there's another cute mythical that I like, and Genesect, eh, it's a cool make. I mean, it's cool, or uh, mythical, but don't really like it that much. Xerneas, Yveltal, or Zygold. Zygold's the best out of the three because do you see this thing? And also, have you seen Mega Zygold? That will also be in this too, by the way. This one only goes up to Skull and Violet's DLC, so but just know that Mega Zygold is here and now holds. Okay, well, now let's go on to Diancie, which is B tier. Like how I like how they gave out its Mega Stone and as an event for ZA pretty early on. Um, but and you don't have to have online to activate the event. I'm pretty sure. I'm not completely sure on that, but I'm pretty sure of it. Hooper, no, don't really like Hooper. To be honest, don't really like it. Don't really care for it. As same thing can be said about Volcanion as Heatran. They were just kind of boring. Um, then we have Savali and Type Null, which I mostly like because of the anime. Because the anime is very cool. And speaking of Pokemon that I like better because of the anime, eat Tapu Koko. Like, okay, I also really like it because of TCG Pocket again. And Maniacs on my electric type deck. Yeah. Then the other three Tapus, B, C, C. B, C, C. Um, let's see. Cosmog and Cosmom or B tier, or Lunala is A tier, or Solgaleo, or Necrozma, Duskmane, and Ultra Necrozma all go in S tier, while or Dawnwings goes in A tier. Then the Maguna, which Maguna is just Maguna. Robot made thing. Yeah, I like its story in the anime. I as you can tell, I watched a lot of the Sun and Moon anime, and also a lot of the X and Y anime. That's another reason why I think Zygo is very cool because the anime did a good job of it. More Shadow, it's another. Actually, this one's cute and cool. I really like it. Zero, which is getting Mega. The Mega would probably go with it. I feel like the Mega should have gone to Luxray though. So both and its Mega going C tier. But its Mega isn't out yet. And also isn't in this tier list. So yeah. It's in C tier and now holds as well. Just like Zygold's Mega. Meltan and Melmetal? No. D tier. I don't really like them, and they're kind of strange because they're the only Pokemon that are mobile exclusive. Like, I'm not even kidding you. You have to use mobile apps to get these Pokemon. So yeah, they're the only Pokemon that you can only get through through your phone, which I guess it's kind of a flex to be the only ones. Although there was also a Hemming from Gimmighoul, which um I mean you don't. I mean there was chess from Gimmighoul that's in Skull and Violet, but then there was also Hemming from Gimmighoul, which can only be caught in Go. So yeah, just complicated. Or Za as As you can probably tell, I usually prefer all the bulk soul legendaries that I play most of the time, being Sun and Emerald, or Sword, Arceus, ZA, Platinum. Um, let's see, where is uh actually Gold and Hope Gold. Yeah, as you can tell, I usually prefer the version that I play. He's mascot, which is yeah. Zamazenta isn't terrible, but I don't really like it as much as Zacian. And then and then Tornatus is just confusing. Like even in the Journeys anime, it's confusing. Like it's supposed to create a lot of energy, but it was locked up, and then an idiot tried to harvest its energy, not thinking about how it cause the darkest stay again. It's one of this is just weird, I would say. Uh, Cubfu and Oshifu and Seattle. They're decent, I guess, but I've never really liked them that much. Zerud, I watched the movie. Uh, yeah. Can't really Zero, I can't even get in any of my games because I never got in any of my games. So it's one of the only Pokemon that I can't get in total. So yeah, actually, did they make it so well if you complete? Yes, I remember there were rewards for in Pokemon Home if you deposited every single Pokemon from a game. You would get a mystery gift Pokemon thing. Again, I'm pretty sure Zero was the one for Sword and Shield, or maybe it's DLCs. So, so that might be the only way that I can get one, and it's a shiny one, not even an original one. So yeah. Um. Then we have what Regieleki and Regidrago, which are the best Regis, I would say. The other ones are just kind of boring. Actually, I'm going to move Steel and Gigas up a tier. Let's see, that would go right there, and that would go, well, right here, I would say. Then Glacial and Spectral, don't really like them that much. And also Calyrex. I mean, I wasn't really a fan of the Sword and Shield DLCs, other than the fact that you can get recurring Pokemon. Uh, yeah. And also the Dynamax Eventuals was a good touch, which I feel like that they should have done something similar with that in the Blueberry Academy, where you could just shiny handful legendaries, because that's what everyone does the Dynamax Eventuals for, and you still can't get uh, some of these Pokemon shiny. Um, Nameless, yeah, it goes with its brothers and detail. and then the and then the treasures of Ruin. These two are B tier. These two are C tier. Uh, I just prefer these two over these two. These two just feel like they're the same Pokemon sometimes. Well, these two, I at least like their designs. And then in Korean Marathon, I do prefer Korean, but I also really like Marathon. I they're about even on how much I like them. Um, well, they're games, but Scarlet is better because um I think it has the better exclusives other than Iron Valiant. Other than that, I think Scarlet has the better exclusives. And also that might be because it might also have Alone, Vorpix, and Ninetales in the DLC, and I have the DLC for all of my games. Yeah, for I have I have the DLC for Sword, Shield, Skull, and Violet, but not ZA yet. Um, One because the ZA DLC isn't out yet, and two, I might not have enough money right now. But I am hoping that I can get before how much? How much is the ZA DLC? Just wondering. Actually, I can just look up on here. How much is the Dimensions DLC? $30. Yep. Yeah, that is yeah. Yeah. Ish. And so I'm pretty sure that ZA is like a 100 in whenever you put everything together on it. But yeah. Then we get you these guys, and you can't even get them anymore. Like you just can't get them anymore for some reason, and because they locked them behind terrorids. Seriously, they have the same problem as Rude, or they have much worse designs. Then the Trouble Trio, F, and F tier. All three of them are F tiers because I don't like any of them. They they will mean Ogopan, which Ogopan is S. Can well, where did Wellspring Mask go? Okay, I lost. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm be blind, but I do not see either the. I'm pretty sure it's called Wellspring Mask. What tier did I accidentally get put in? Oh, wait, it wasn't in the tier at all. All of the coupons were SSSS. All of them was, along with Gathering Fire because, again, and I really like Inte. Um, Raging Bolt, C tier. Uh, yeah, it does improve from. And then Border and Crown. Yeah, Crown goes in the same tier as Cobalt. And then also goes in the same tier as so. Yeah. Then Crocodiles, which main focus of the second DLC. I like it. It's very cute. Um, yeah, I also like how they're doing with it in the anime. Yeah, I really like the Pokemon anime. Just so yeah, and then we have Chicken Dance Mochi Mochi itself, which I would say it's A. Actually, I would say that these three are probably above it. Um, but Mochi Mochi Chicken Dance over here might have hypnotized and might have killed a man being Ogopon's channel, but it's fine. It I like how I like how all Patron looks. While those three, I blame them for the crime. And it was their idea to kill the guy. While Patron just Patron just wants to do what journalists asked it to do, which why was which why was the reason? It's been a while since I watched the show that Pokemon made about Patrons. So yeah. These are the two tier lists that I did today. Well, that I'm doing for today, and yeah. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and until next time, uh, goodbye.